Huge news out of the eVTOL sector today. Has the money printer finally turned back on? So here's where we stand right now. We've got Archer Aviation up 6.45%, Joby Aviation up 8%, Beta Technologies up a whopping 9.57%. However, New Horizon Aircraft is up 4.89%, Surf Air Mobility 3.49%, and Vertical Aerospace is up 2.54%. Guys, I'm calling it right now, the money printer is back on. And the reason I say that is because you don't get this kind of momentum, this kind of volume coming out of what was the Iran conflict, coming out of all this stuff. The market is saying it's time to be a money printer again. So what's going on in the actual eVTOL sector? Because this hype isn't just around that. We've just been waiting for this Iran conflict to end, in my opinion. So what's going on? Well, eIPP starts within a few days from now. When the eIPP program starts, you're going to have all these companies flying more often around the entire United States, which is going to be huge for not only the companies themselves, but the passengers of these companies. So they're going to see these aircraft flying around. They're going to say not only, well, there's really two options that they can have. Wow, that's really cool is option number one, or I want to see more about this and make sure that it's safe for me and my family. Because that's a big hurdle to get over. And I think that's the whole reason the eIPP program has started in the first place, is because we're getting over the perception of unsafe technology just because it's new. There's nothing unsafe about it. Nothing unsafe has happened. It's just the technology is new. So people don't tend to trust technology right off the bat. Think about the first time a car was made. It took several years, maybe even decades, before cars were universally adopted. And now everybody has one. And if it's one of those things where if you don't have one, you're looked down upon. I'm not saying eVTOLs are getting to that big of a point, but as far as the air taxi thing goes, which is the biggest commercial driver of this whole sector, which is the biggest revenue puller of this sector, you're going to have that perception of safety from your customers. And this is a good way to get it. eIPP program will get this eVTOL technology in the back of everybody's heads. And before you know it, getting on an eVTOL and taking a 15-minute trip from, say, airport to airport or vertiport to vertiport, or just getting across the other side of town is going to be a part of everyday life. Just like Uber and Waymo and Lyft and all these other taxi services on the ground. When Uber first started, there was this perception that, ooh, I don't want to get in somebody else's car, ride with somebody else. That's not safe. What if they kidnap me? And now it's, oh, let's get in an Uber and go on a 15-minute drive to the other side of town. I mean, it's amazing how fast that changes. And the same thing is going to happen with the eVTOL sector. You may just have to wait on it. But the money printer has turned back on. And then on the other side of these businesses, you've got the defense partnerships. So Joby's partnership with L3 Harris and Archer's partnership with Anduril are going to be two huge, gigantic things for this sector. So with the L3 Harris and Joby partnership, they just started demonstrating flights for the military just a few weeks ago. And Archer and Anduril are working on a hybrid electric VTOL version of the Midnight aircraft that Archer's going to produce, and Anduril will make it work for what the intention is. So we've just got a whole lot to unpack on the eVTOL sector, but this isn't new news. We've known about this for a long time. We've known about both of these partnerships for well over a year now. So why is the sudden shift? Well, to me it's all about general market sentiment, but also the flights that Joby has been doing recently in San Francisco and New York City have obviously had a huge impact on the sector, because now people know what's going on. Today's a great day to be an eVTOL investor. Guys, just know we're tracking this together, and if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and when you do, you'll be a member of the Joby Gang.
Welcome to the go get.